from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Tyler Bidet. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Giant defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. Shahad.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler
11,
through.
11.
But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12. Shahad.
Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut.
Here we go.
We'll take care of the end of this drive.
A give running left today. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Side.
A handoff here to Bidet. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Beatty with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check, Bobcat. Ready. Hut, hut.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Giants at 2-6 now on the year. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new new set of downs for his offense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards left on second down from the 9.
Ready? Hot, hot.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Let's go. Check go.
Singletary will take it in for the Giants touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Ready.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Seven, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, shot. 21G, 21G. Solo left Zion. Oh, God.
On play action, here's Tua. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Go ahead. Scat. Shot.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Go ahead.
Tua going to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. To a hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd down and 1.
Shut up!
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. And running right through it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Go!
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
On the ready.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second and 12.
Let's go now. Get up.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Tua. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hey, get set.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 43, it's second and 3. Now Tua. And he is going to lose yardage here. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Tua, a final shot before half. That's caught. Jalen Brooks. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Set up. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now Burrow. Caught here by Bell. And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Hey, check that. Get up.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Right back to Tracy. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready!
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme.
Let's go.
When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Singletary again. Oh, a nice spin. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 2.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Get set. 12, 12, 12. Hot.
Play action. It's Burrow. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
44. Ready. Set.
Straight ahead they go with Bigelow. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Get set.
On 3rd down, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set.
They go right back to Singletary. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
No! No! Go!
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Set. Smash, smash.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Set.
Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun. Start.
Got it to Bell on the out route. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Start.
Here's Burrow. Under pressure and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. And thus far, it hasn't.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Come on.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ready.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. This a 2nd and 8.
Ready. Set up.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play